It's been called the car that out-Buicks Buick, and we're talking about the old Buick. Toyota's Avalon has always been about room and comfort. The new 2013 model comes standard with something it's never had before: style.
Our customers are driving us in that direction.
Toyota, of course, known for practical, reliable cars, certainly not daring design. You get the feeling they're kind of tired of that image, and they say that starting with Avalon, they're going to spice things up a bit.
We've started over the last year, and this is our newest entry, with more expressive styling, as you can see in this bold new Avalon, as well as much more better driving dynamics.
And for the first time, there's a hybrid Avalon. At the press launch in Santa Barbara, California, I've picked the base XLE model because, well, there's only so much time in a day. It goes for $31,785 with destination. The price can rise to $42,000 large fully loaded, and generally, the hybrid model is an additional $1,750. Toyota says the V6 model will make up 80% of Avalon sales. And here it is, all 3.5 liters of it. Just like in Camry, it makes 268 horsepower and 248 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM. The only transmission paired to the V6 is a 6-speed automatic. There's manual shifting on the console. Fancier models get paddle shifters up here and modes that adjust throttle response and steering weight. Acceleration has never been an Avalon issue. 0 to 60 spools up in a familiar 6.7 seconds according to Toyota, pretty brisk. In the curves, the outgoing car was as responsive as a sofa. That has changed. The ride quality is more buttoned down now, something that President Akio Toyoda is insisting on.
Absolutely. Akio is pushing this organization. He is a race car driver. He really enjoys a vehicle and is pushing the organization to bring vehicles that have better driving dynamics in them.
Not everybody's looking for a high-performance sporting machine when it comes to handling. Avalon's suspension is set for comfort, but it is much, much improved. When you hit a dip, you don't get that secondary floaty feeling anymore.
So pack the Dramamine away. Toyota, like everyone, is targeting a younger buyer.
We have an older buyer when you compare it to the premium midsize segment. And they've gone through cycle after cycle as they've aged. And so that buyer has aged, as has their ownership cycle. When we showed this car to competitive owners as well as our existing owners, they both loved it. And so we really feel confident that our existing buyers will continue to purchase an Avalon, and then we'll start to attract new buyers to the Toyota brand in that 40 to 60-year-old age bracket.
Safety tech like blind spot and cross path detection are available. So is collision and lane departure warning, plus radar assisted cruise control. V6 fuel economy is good, 21 city, 31 highway on standard grade gas.
As you might expect, Avalon is pretty darn quiet. It's got acoustical laminated glass on the windshield and the front side windows, not the rear windows though. To my ear, I would say that it's not quite as quiet as, say, a Buick LaCrosse, but it's pretty good.
You might think of Avalon as a luxury car, positioned between Camry and Lexus ES350. Toyota prefers the term premium.
A luxury buyer and a premium mid-size buyer, they're both very affluent, and they're at very similar life stages. They tend to be between that 40 to 60-year-old. They do a lot of entertaining, and they need the room and the comfort that this car provides. Where they're different is that the luxury buyer is oriented towards a luxury brand, and this buyer is going to be oriented towards the Toyota brand.
Toyota makes a big deal about the sheet metal. They should talk up the interior some too. Stitching fans should love this car. It's everywhere. Gauges are bright and clear, especially the screen in the middle. Also well done is the IntelliTouch surface. Yes, buttonless touch surfaces have been done before, but this one has excellent sensitivity and the material has a unique feel to it. Toyota says it works with some gloves. USB and power ports are in the E-bin. A slot in the lid for charging cords helps to keep things neat and tidy. The base audio system sounds okay. Toyota's Entune that runs apps like Pandora is found on higher trim levels. Same goes for cooled seats. Heated chairs are standard up front and they're comfortable. Want a panoramic glass roof or electric parking brake? Avalon does not offer them. At least Bluetooth connectivity, smart key, and dual zone climate control are standard.
Avalon has always had a fairly decent-sized back seat, so as expected, knee, foot, and legroom not a problem. Even with the svelte new silhouette, neither is headroom.
Passengers get side torso airbags, that's good. There's storage here, both seats get these, and there's a place to stash drinks and get comfy. Also, the floor is very flat, making it easier to put three back here. The only real gripe is that there's no power port. Maybe you prefer to be driven. Toyota has plans for the livery market.
We've already shown it to fleet customers. They see a great opportunity to deliver a great product and lower their operating costs.
I'm on a press launch. That means two things. I can't do the TP trunk test, and I don't have to put up with Evil Twin. You wish. Let's look at the trunk.
An inside handle means clean hands. It looks pretty big, though curves and undulations probably hurt the usefulness some. A few bags of golf clubs should go in here, no sweat. These days, it's fun to see if a car gets a spare tire. Yep, there it is. Hinge arms are shielded, they won't scrunch cargo. There is a ski pass-through, but that's it. The seat backs are fixed to help structural rigidity. Toyota's making a very big deal about it, so let's dissect the design. Avalon's svelte shape gets a dash of four-door coupe attitude. The back three-quarters view is the most flattering to my eye, with tasteful tail lamps and a great C-pillar. The lower intake owes a little bit to Aston Martin. The upper chrome bar, on the other hand, is pure corporate Toyota, like it came off of a Camry. The overall design might be bold for Toyota, but Avalon remains somewhat understated compared to Elantra, Optima, and LaCrosse. A quick peek at the hybrid. Inside and out, it looks remarkably similar to the gas-only version. Avalon is based on the same architecture as Camry, so naturally the hybrid Synergy Drive power plant is the same. The gas-electric powertrain teams up for 200 total horsepower, and the transmission becomes a continuously variable unit. As always, a nickel metal hydride battery is in the trunk. It eliminates the pass-through. The EPA fuel economy rating is 40 city, 39 highway. Hybrids get subtle blue logos for those who don't know how to read this. What you see here is Toyota's mission to kickstart a design renaissance, add some driving passion, and grab younger buyers. This is a promising start and a strategy they plan to use on upcoming cars. It might have been sleep-inducing in the past, but the 2013 Avalon has turned into a wake-up call for the competition. Before I go, there's something you'll see in the ads. Avalon is very American.
This car was designed, engineered, manufactured, sold, and serviced here in the United States. And here's a really important point. 90% of the content in the Avalon is North American sourced.
And this car is going to be exported?
This car is actually exported. All of the Avalons that are sold in the United States will be built in the United States, but will also export to South Korea and the Middle East.
That's my preview of the 2013 Toyota Avalon. Sorry, didn't have much time to spend in the hybrid, so tell you what, I'll grab one from the press fleet in the coming months and do a full write-up. Deal? Deal. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.